Hello lovely students and welcome back to English with Lucy. Are you tired of using basic verbs like walk, jump and climb? Today I am going to help you upgrade your English by increasing your vocabulary to talk about movement with some C2 level words. This is the highest level of English. So you can stop saying I walked slowly and start saying I plodded along. You'll also be able to replace climb with clamber. Now, if this seems too advanced for you, don't leave. I promise I will explain all the words clearly and give you easy to remember examples. So stay with me. This video is going to be especially important for you if you want to improve your creative writing. Now, if you're an ambitious English learner and enjoy this kind of super advanced content, I have some very good news for you. I am launching a C2 program in early 2026. I've launched B1, B2 and C1. C2 will be my most advanced program yet. And if you would like to learn more about it and receive updates as I build it, join the C2 waiting list. When you do that, you will also gain access to a free C2 bonus lesson. This PDF lesson is on advanced descriptive words. This will help you to upgrade your English even further. Inside the PDF, you will find a link to audio dialogues featuring the C2 level words from this lesson, plus additional descriptive words. All of that for free when you join the waiting list, and you'll be the first to know about my new course. To join the waiting list, scan the QR code on screen there or click the link in the description box. Okay, let's upgrade your vocabulary now. The C2 level of English is all about nuance and using precise verbs to explain exactly what we mean. We will start with some advanced ways to say to walk slowly. Our first word is to amble. To amble, meaning to walk in a slow, relaxed way. For example, we ambled through the village, enjoying the quiet streets and fresh air. Now notice the use of through after amble. Amble through. To amble, like many of the verbs we're looking at, should be followed by an adverb or a preposition. Along, down and over also work well. A similar one is to mosey. This is a lovely word. It means to walk or move slowly in a relaxed way, often with no special purpose in mind. It's quite informal. An example, we're going to mosey into town later to look around. And in casual speech, we might say mosey on down or mosey on over. I'll mosey on down sometime in the afternoon. Next, to saunter. If you saunter, you tend to look confident or relaxed. A verb with almost the opposite meaning is to slink. And this means to move slowly, but it's also to move quietly, often as if you're trying not to be noticed or because you feel guilty. This is an irregular verb. The verb forms are slink, slunk, slunk. Oh, I love saying that, it's satisfying. Slink, slunk, slunk. She slunk out of the room after her boss told her off. Or Carrie often slinks off to get coffee when she should be working. Next, we have to trudge. To trudge. Another great word. It reminds me of fudge. I must be hungry. To trudge. This means to move slowly with heavy steps, often because you're carrying something heavy, it's difficult to walk, or you're tired. For example, we trudged home through the snow after a long day. You often trudge through mud or snow. A near synonym is to plod, and this is to walk with slow, heavy steps. You might be tired, or it might be very difficult to walk because of the environment. He plodded through the mud, his boots sinking in every step. We can also use plod figuratively, meaning to work or do something slowly, especially something boring or difficult. For example, if I ask, "How are you doing with the report?" you might say, plodding along. I'm working slowly. I'm making slow progress. All right, our final one for moving slowly is to dawdle. To dawdle. I don't know if I'm in a particularly good mood, but I think all of these words have been so beautiful and satisfying to say. To dawdle. Can you guess what this word means from the sentence? My children always dawdle on school days, often making us late. It means to move or do something slowly in a way that wastes time. If you dawdle, it takes you more time than necessary to do something. If you don't want to go to school, you might dawdle over breakfast. You might take ages to eat it. Then you would dawdle over brushing your teeth and then simply dawdle along. That's walking slowly. Now, let's think. If you were late to a meeting, would you saunter or slink in? Or would you scurry in? That's a great word. Let's move on to ways to describe moving quickly, starting with scurry. To scurry means to walk with small, quick steps, often because you are in a hurry or you're frightened. For example, she scurried into the meeting room, hoping no one had noticed she was late. We often say that small animals like mice, rats, and ants scurry. He jumped up on the chair when he saw the mouse scurrying across the floor. A very similar verb is to scuttle. Scuttle. Again, it's moving with short, quick steps, and it tends to be when you want to escape, are afraid, or don't want anyone to see you. Again, it's often used for small animals or insects. A rat scuttled across the floor and disappeared under the fridge. And another one we use to talk about animal movements is to dart. This means to move suddenly and quickly in a particular direction. You know what a dart is, the small pointed object we throw at a dartboard during a game of darts. Probably easier if I show you a picture. Well, an animal or human could dart in a particular direction. Some examples: a squirrel darted across my path. We can also use it for human movement. Amber darted forward and pulled her son away from the road. We have a similar word now, to lunge. And this means to make a sudden, strong forward movement, often to attack or grab something. My brother lunged across the table to grab the last slice of pizza. Our final verb in our move quickly category is to hurtle. To hurtle, and this means to move very quickly, and usually it's in one direction. My dog always hurtles towards me when I get back from a holiday. Sometimes it can be in a dangerous way. I think it implies a lack of control. For example, the car hurtled around the corner and narrowly avoided hitting a tree. Now, if you're enjoying this video and you want to learn more C2 level vocabulary, don't forget to sign up for the C2 waiting list to get the bonus lesson that goes with this video. QR code there, link in the description box. Now, let's have a quick fire round of 5 verbs to finish off. Stop always saying jump and start saying vault instead. If you vault, you jump over something using your hands or a pole for support. Kerry vaulted over the fence and retrieved the ball. Next, you don't always need to hike. You can always ramble. This means to walk for pleasure, particularly in the countryside. And to ramble is more common in British English than in American English. I spent the afternoon rambling across the hills. Now, instead of saying climb all the time, what about trying clamber? This means to climb up, down, or across something with difficulty. Usually you clamber with your hands and feet. For example, we clambered over the rocks to reach the seashore. Or, whenever I clamber up a ladder, I cling on and fight my fear of heights. Okay, how about if you walk purposefully? Well, that's already quite advanced with purposefully. but to stride is even better. It means to walk with long, confident steps in a particular direction. And this is an irregular verb, and the past tense is not strided, it's strode. The past participle is technically stridden, but I could probably count on one hand the amount of times I've heard it used in perfect tenses. An example, he strode across the stage and began his presentation. And finally, I've got another alternative for walk confidently. It's to sashay. What an elegant word, to sashay. If you sashay, you walk confidently in a way that is intended to attract attention. We might say that models sashay down a catwalk. If anyone watches RuPaul, you might have heard the phrase sashay away when a contestant is eliminated, encouraging them to exit confidently. Another example, he sashayed over to the dance floor, enjoying the attention. That's very high level. Okay, lovely students. It's not quite the end. It's time for a little quiz. Let's see if you can remember what you've learnt from this lesson. Keep score as we go. There are 5 questions in total. Number 1, which verb means to move quickly? Is it to saunter, to scurry, or to amble? It is to scurry. This is moving with short, quick steps. Saunter and amble both mean to walk slowly. 2, which is the odd one out here? To plod, to hurtle, or to scuttle? It's to plod. This means to walk slowly. The other 2 mean to move quickly. Number 3, choose the best option to complete this sentence here. I up the slope on all 4s. Is it vaulted, rambled, or clambered? Clambered fits best, as this means to climb using your hands and feet. So you're clambering on all 4s. That's a good term for using both your hands and feet to move. You're on all 4s. To vault means to jump over, and to ramble means to walk across the countryside. Number 4, choose the best option for this sentence. We up the hill carrying our suitcases. Is it lunged, trudged, or moseyed? It's trudged. To trudge means to walk slowly and with difficulty, often because you're carrying something heavy. To lunge is to make a sudden movement forward, and to mosey means to move slowly. And finally, your last one, number 5, replace walked confidently with a verb from the video. She walked confidently into the room. So you could have sashayed, strode, or sauntered. All mean to walk confidently, and remember, to sashay is to walk in a way you want to be noticed. To stride is to walk with long, confident steps. And to saunter is to walk in a relaxed but confident way. How did you do? What was your score out of 5? Please let me know in the comments. I will be checking. And let me know which of these verbs you think will be most useful for you. Try to use one in a sentence and I will check them. And remember, if you enjoyed learning some nuanced ways to talk about movement, there is so much more to come. Join the C2 waiting list and get your hands on the bonus lesson and many more. I'm launching the C2 program in early 2026. It's going to be fantastic. The link is in the description box, or you can scan the QR code there. I will see you in the next video. Bye!